What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here today, joined by Toasty, the flying, the burnt, the talking piece of bread. You guys know him as Toasty.
I fly now? Oh,
yeah, you're
cool.
flying piece of toast that burns people's tongues and stuff. You know what the worst thing ever is when you eat something hot and it burns the roof of your mouth, and then like the next day you feel it?
No,
Pretty terrible.
It just makes your fucking mouth feel like you're just straight. It's like carpet, kind of. Like it just feels really weird and annoying. That hurts me.
Awful. It's awful.
Speaking of
awful, you know what's more awful than that? Frieza. Frieza is a savage. I don't know why I just stretched his name out there. Frieza. Frieza is a savage. He's really, really awful. He's an awful person. He's a great villain. He's, like I said, you guys know me. He is my favorite villain of all time out of any anime. He is perfectly evil, perfectly sadistic. He is feared in the entire universe. Like, he wasn't even the strongest person in the Dragon Ball universe, yet he was feared in the entire universe. That's how much of a badass he was. And I am so happy he's come back. I mean, I was happy in Resurrection F because, you know, he came back with a new form. We got to see Frieza once again. And I'm kind of happy going into this Resurrection F story arc in Dragon Ball Super. But something I want to talk about, and this is going back to my Beerus video from a couple months ago, actually, where I talked about, where I predicted that Beerus was going to be a bigger savage in Super. And I was right. He actually, when he came out in Super in the first couple episodes, started blowing up planets, he was an asshole, and Beerus was a lot more, or was portrayed better and more as a fierce god of destruction than he was in the Battle Gods movie. Now, fast forward to Resurrection F where we are right now, and I want the exact same thing to happen for Frieza. I feel like when we see Frieza come back in his movie, he's going to be a lot more savage than he was in Resurrection F. Now, of course, the main reason why we can say that is because there's more time to develop his character, of course. Not that he really needs any more development, but there's more time to kind of show off that, you know, that badassness, that savagery that they couldn't really quite do in Resurrection F because, again, there wasn't that much time. Now, the first thing I will point out, this is kind of, I wouldn't call this really a spoiler. Toasty, does it count as a spoiler if we say what Frieza says about the whole Krillin thing when it shows up? Does that count as a spoiler?
Probably.
Probably?
Yeah, so just like, I guess, if you haven't seen the video that Rhyme made about the new episode titles, then this may surprise you or may just like catch you off guard, I guess.
It's a change
okay, that's something that's like kind of important in a way.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's not really important.
It's more of Frieza being a savage. It's one thing he says when he comes to Earth, and if you guys consider it as a spoiler, then I guess skip like 20 seconds ahead in the video, but it's not really that much of a spoiler. But essentially, when he shows up to Earth, the thing he says is, whoever kills Krillin first gets a planet of their own choice. So that shows you that he's really out for revenge. He's coming to Earth not to just kill Goku, but he wants to make sure his entire friends and family are dead. He wants to take absolute revenge for spending, you know,
he tried to do that too when he was Mecha Frieza and with King Cold. He wanted to do that too. He wanted to go to Earth and destroy it, and then when Goku obviously showed up or whatever, he would kill him too. That was
well, the problem is Frieza, you know, he overestimated, or he overestimated what he was expecting when he showed up on Earth the first time, and now he knows that, you know, I can't just, you know, just show up and cocky again. I have to basically flex my new power. But the thing he says is whoever kills Krillin first is going to get a planet of their own choice. So that shows you like how much out for revenge he is. And based off of that one statement alone, and based on how Beerus was portrayed in Super, I have a strong gut feeling that Frieza is going to be even more savage in the Dragon Ball Super story arc. And this is obviously going to spawn many, possibly, hopefully, different things. Now,
I'm not gonna lie though. Imagine if Frieza sees Kid Trunks. What is he gonna think?
I hope
that's gonna be hilarious because like he'll instantly notice Trunks because Trunks has the same hair as Future Trunks, and
yeah,
he pretty much looks the same as Future Trunks. He's just a lot younger, so he's probably gonna look at him and be like, "Huh, okay, I'm done with you." And like obviously, Krillin's like the last person he saw. Well, at least the last one he killed was Krillin, I guess. So I mean, that's gonna like bring something in his head. Oh wow, he's back. Even though he didn't do anything in Resurrection F, like when he saw Krillin in Resurrection F, he didn't really say anything. He didn't say anything towards Krillin. He just like shrugged it off, I guess. Here they actually added dialogue.
He did say something about Krillin, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember him ever saying anything. I could have just spaced out, but I don't remember him ever saying anything to Krillin about, you know, the last time.
He definitely recognized Gohan.
Yeah, Gohan obviously he recognized, but he didn't recognize Krillin or something.
Well, it's funny.
That.
It's funny, me and Jada and Tassi did a video about Goten and Trunks a couple days ago. I'll link it in the description below in case you missed it. But we talked about Goten and Trunks being a series and how, what if like they do end up going to the fight, and Danny is dark for this, but he goes, yeah, what if like Frieza just sees Trunks and just beats him to like near death, and then Vegeta shows up? I'm like, first of all, that's the most darkest thing I've heard you ever say, number one. And number two, that would be pretty, that would fit his character. Like, he kind of should do something like that. And then, like, imagine, like, Vegeta shows up now, he's really pissed. Although I doubt
children.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, it's not like Frieza didn't do that before.
But Danny's messed up in the head, bro.
He did that to Gohan.
He did do it to Gohan, but he just all he did. Like I remember, like literally, what
shot
happened to Gohan?
He shot not Dende. Yeah, he shot Dende too. He killed Dende's family.
Namekian children don't count, bro. I'm just kidding. No,
Namekian children don't count.
No, but yeah, all he did really with Gohan was like he beat him up, but like you never really saw like a lot of blood or whatever on Gohan. Like he didn't look like he was really beaten up. Like
yeah.
He didn't blow him to bits like he did to Krillin. Krillin just got exploded, so Krillin just got blown to bits. But you know, I guess.
Well, the point is hopefully Goten and Trunks do get to go to this fight, and don't go to summer camp or whatever the hell they were doing in Resurrection F.
We got to see them in the Jaco, where we're gonna see them in the Jaco episode. So that's a good sign because they weren't in the movie at all. Like they didn't show up once. Not in the beginning, not in the end. They were gone. Goten and Trunks and Majin Buu especially, who I want to see too. I want to see him come back too. Because like, really?
You know,
like,
this is what I was saying in my video with Danny. It'll be awesome to see Buu in it, only because, remember, King Cold told Frieza to stay away from two people. Majin Buu and the God of Destruction. Yeah. So it'd be funny if he shows up, he fights Buu and destroys him. It's like, wow, I've gotten that strong that I made, Buu my bitch, essentially.
Yeah.
But I would love to see him if he's Goten and Trunks, I want Frieza to beat them up. Number one, Trunks to get revenge. And two, Goten looks like Goku. I feel like if he sees Goten, he will have a flash and be like, oh my god, it's that Saiyan. I'm about to freaking go crazy. Like, I just want Frieza to be as much of a savage as he was on Earth. Maybe no, times 10. Times 10, because the thing is, even though Dragon Ball Z did a great job, portraying Frieza as an evil douchebag, I feel like Resurrection F kind of missed out on portraying the evilness of him, even though the first thing he does is blow up, first of all, he kills his own men, and he destroys, was it North City? Or, North City, I think?
He just blew up a city, yeah. They caught...
I want to see more.
They caught the part of his personality that's, like, frustrated. Like, whenever he's beaten or whatever, he's frustrated. Like, we saw this on Namek when Goku, like, almost defeated Frieza completely, and then just, was trying to leave him, and Frieza got frustrated. That's why Frieza still shot a beam at Goku, and that, like, and led to him getting half of his body completely destroyed in the process, even when he was already chopped in half. So, I mean, yeah, like, they showed that part of him. Like, obviously, when he gets beaten and he's like, I am Lord Frieza, screaming, and, like, a huge wave goes in front of him. Like, that was perfectly capturing Frieza's character in that sense, but they didn't really catch him as an evil tyrant as much in the movie. He was kind of just a guy with an army, but he didn't act like, the Frieza that we already knew before. So, I don't know. Having that sort of personality in him could happen again, and that would be actually really cool to see Frieza act like that again. But
yeah, actually, Toasty, let me ask you a question, and this is a question I have for the viewers too. What is the darkest thing, the most evil and sadistic, savage thing that you would personally want Frieza to do? Not what he might do, but what you would want him to do. Just something to kind of portray his evilness.
Killing all of the Z fighters before Goku and Vegeta arrive would probably be the most savage thing. I don't think that I don't think it would happen though, only because some of them have been revived too often. Like I mean, like Krillin, Gohan, all. I mean,
I'm sure they would just write. They'll figure out a way to cheat with the Dragon Balls anyway.
Dende has made it so that everyone can be revived more than once, like more than twice even. It's like whatever. I mean, if they did that, that would be something I would not expect at all. Personally, because it's just like killing every single Z War. I mean, everybody who tried to fight for the soldiers. Tien, Piccolo, Gohan, Krillin. I don't think he has to kill the people in the background because Beerus wouldn't even let Bulma die anyway because Beerus wants food. But yeah, everybody.
You can kill whoever you want, but the blue-haired one is mine, and she feeds me and Whis. Yeah, I can see him saying something like that. Yeah,
so everybody in the foreground who fights is like, if they did it to Jaco, I'd kind of be sad. Because it's Jaco, man. Why would you do that to Jaco?
Well, he's part of the Galactic Patrol, and I'm sure the Galactic Patrol... Actually, I forgot. I think I was talking to Geekdom about this, or it might have been someone else. But he's whoever it was, they were saying that it'd be awesome if they showed the Galactic Patrol defeating Frieza's army before Frieza was decided to get resurrected.
Yeah, like they will probably add like extra things like that in the Jaco episode, like showing like more stuff about like the Galactic Patrol and all that stuff. Because like in Resurrection F, they didn't give you any real background as to the Galactic Patrol in general, and now we get to, well, we should be able to see more of the Galactic Patrol in Super, because there's there's one whole episode about Jaco. Like
in Resurrection F, I remember Frieza even said he's part of the Galactic Patrol because he sees his logo.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is for me, the darkest thing I would want Frieza to do is beat everyone to near death. Because let's be real here, dying in Dragon Ball is a joke. Like, you'll die, you'll come back tomorrow. But if he beats him near death and Goku and Vegeta show up, they'll have more rage. And imagine this, Toasty. Here's the situation. Here's the scenario. Frieza beats everybody to near death. Goku and Vegeta show up. They're really, really angry. They're kind of cocky and confident in their power. You know, they transform. Goku fights Frieza, defeats him. Frieza transforms, defeats Goku, and then it kind of like goes back and forth like this power struggle that shows off Goku's new power and then Frieza's new power. And then, I mean, ultimately, you know how it's going to end. Frieza's going to die. But like that initial build up to that would be kind of awesome to show off like Frieza's savagery and then Goku's revenge and rage. Like, I want to see that again, because like the thing that makes that made the Frieza saga so amazing was that rage. Like, the second Goku got so angry, he was out of energy, he was out of power. Like, the fight was over, and yet he still managed to like pull that rage, pull it out of his butthole, go Super Saiyan, and then, you know, keep that rage up the entire fight and just beat Frieza for the next like 4 hours worth of, or no, the fight was 4 hours period for the whole anime. But for the next like hour and a half, whatever, he beat Frieza mercilessly, and that was awesome to see. I would love to see that kind of rage come back in Dragon Ball Super in this
personally,
story arc.
that would be really cool to happen, although I don't think it'll happen, only because back in the latest episode of Super, we saw the part where Whis actually did talk to Goku and Vegeta about their weaknesses, and Goku has the same weakness that he's too laid back and he's really cocky, and that like enables him to be very weak because he's vulnerable, and Vegeta's too tense. So, and the entirety of Resurrection F seemed to be just showing that Goku and Vegeta have these weaknesses, and that if they get over these, like, you know, problems, they can be much better fighters than they are even now. And it seems like they're probably going to do the same thing, since they did have Whis mention it again, so he's probably going to have the same sort of thing happening. And if Gohan and everybody who was like in the foreground died, Goku would not be laid back in the slightest. He would make sure that Frieza is gone for good, and he wouldn't.
Yeah, but he was still like be kind of laid back because he's confident in his new power, and he was kind of unaware of Frieza's new power that he had. Because remember when Frieza transformed, even Goku was like, "Oh crap!" Like, he's for real. Because like initially when Frieza, because remember when they first fought, and what's his name? Frieza was like, "Are you gonna transform?" And Goku was like, "I don't even need it," because he was, you know, that confident about his power. You could still have that kind of, you know, writing in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But if Gohan and everyone like in the foreground, like Piccolo and all of his long friends, died like that, I don't know, man. I think it would be a lot much more anger than Krillin just dying. So I don't know.
Okay, so I guess before we end this, I want to ask you guys now: what is the darkest and most savage and evil thing you would want Frieza to do, and why? Drop that in the comment section below. And I guess in the next 3 or 4 weeks, we'll find out if, you know, Frieza is indeed going to be more savage than he was in the movie. And I'm hoping he is, because he's an awesome villain, and it should really portray that savagery and sadisticness that, you know, we initially saw in his villain when he was first revealed on Planet Namek. So yeah. Anything else?
No, that's really it. Hopefully Frieza does get some sort of different, I guess, development over the course of Super's, like, you know, Resurrection F arc. Something enough to differentiate from the movies Frieza. But yeah, can't wait to see him in general.
Right. Alright, folks, so let us know your thoughts on the savagery of Frieza, of what we're hoping to see in the Dragon Ball Super Resurrection F arc. And I guess leave a like right below if you enjoyed his video. And of course, check out Toasty as well. If you go to his channel, he burns stuff, so subscribe to watch him light stuff on fire with his mixtape. And I guess we'll see all your awesome Super Saiyan in the comment section below.